Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week I am planning May 18th to the 24th in my Erin Condren planner. And this is the Scribble Prints Co. Her Day Kit. I do get the mini kit size and I add on the label sampler with the mini kit. That's what works best for me. I also did add on the full box sampler this time as well, just because I really liked those full boxes. And this was Scribble Prints Co.'s Mother's Day kit. I did not use it for Mother's Day, obviously. My mom's birthday is 2 weeks after Mother's Day, so I typically use any Mother's Day kits. I will use it the week of my mom's birthday. So once again, I'm using this kit on her birthday week, and I just really like how it turned out. And I obviously didn't use any of the Happy Mother's Day boxes, which I really wish that I did this for Mother's Day rather than the Single Day Mayo kit, because that cake that says Happy Mother's Day on it, that full box is so cute. I love it. So yeah, but anyway, I didn't use any of the Mother's Day boxes, so it was a perfect just mom themed birthday kit. So yeah, it was just really nice. I was home this week and I probably have not been home to see my mom on her birthday in probably 3 years, just because I've been in college and working and just the time never worked out. I did always see her after her birthday, and we had a birthday celebration after, but it was just nice to see her on her actual birthday. So I did also use the Lavender Hollow foil this week in my kit, and I was just going to use regular hollow, but when I saw the Lavender Hollow with this kit, I knew I had to use this, and so I ended up flip-flopping the foil choices for this week and next week. Next week I ended up using regular hollow instead of Lavender Hollow, just to kind of break it up a little bit. I don't like to use foil in a row. I think it's a little too much. But I just love the way the Lavender Hollow worked with this, just with all the purples in it. It was the absolute best fit for this kit. So there I am putting down the Simply Gilded washi, and I do get my Simply Gilded washi from an Etsy seller. Her name is Oso Washi on Etsy, and it just works better for me because she offers the samples rather than full rolls, and I can't justify buying a full roll that I know I will never use. So moving on to my sidebar, I went ahead and put down the full box, the mom frame. I thought that looked so cute, so I wanted to make sure that was kind of like showcased for the week, just to make sure like this is my mom's kit, like this is it. So yeah, and then also you'll see I don't put the deco down, but you will see it at the end. It's so hard to put deco on camera, so I will probably never put the deco on camera, just because it takes so much concentration for me to put the deco on. So I really just have to really focus on that, and I feel like my head would get in the way, and so it's just not even worth it. So I do put that on off camera just because it's easier. So I put down the habit tracker in my sidebar to mark my water intake for the week, and I did not do good with my water because I was home with my parents and there was a lot of bad habits. So not a lot of water, and it was a bunch of bad eating, but it was super fun, and it was so worth it. So then in the half box, I ended up writing stir crazy in there because I am starting to go very stir crazy. I want to go back to work so bad, and I still haven't heard anything from my job. I'm hoping we will go back the first week of June, but I guess we'll just see. And then after that, I put a this week header with the Monday through Sunday full box, just to put down things that I could do each day just to get me out of the house just a little bit. And then moving on to Monday, I first started off, my boyfriend was still in Bradenton that day, so we made a big breakfast. We had cinnamon rolls and quiche, and so I marked that with a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji. And then I want to mark that I uploaded last week's plan with me, so if you haven't seen that video yet, go check it out. And it was very exciting to use the little YouTube icon, because that's an icon I've never been able to use before, so that was pretty exciting for me. And then I played some Animal Crossing that day, so I used a munchkin to mark that. And then I went to my grandma's house that evening, and so I marked that with a Lavender Hollow foil heart. And then the last thing for the day, I put down a little phone icon because I had to call Nordstrom to process a return. They had sent me the wrong shoes that I ordered, so I had to go ahead and return those. So I had to start a claim with them, which I was on hold with them for probably 2 hours, and it was so frustrating, but whatever. And then for Tuesday, the first thing I did was put down a 3-heart checklist ombre box, and I put a little phone icon in there as well because I had to make 3 different calls, so I wanted to make sure I did all of those. And then that purple strip, I got an order in from Amazon, so I put down a little Amazon munchkin. I've been ordering a lot from Amazon recently, and I don't typically order a lot from Amazon, but man, a lot of Amazon, which I guess is okay. And then I went shopping with my cousin that night. Like I said, or I didn't say it. I live in Florida, and our state has reopened for the most part. So all of our like retail stores and a lot of different restaurants are open. They're at 50% capacity right now, but still they're open. So we did go shopping. We went to Home Goods and a few other places like that, like TJ Maxx, and then we got KFC for dinner, which is like a guilty pleasure of mine. And then we went to a place in town, and we got like Italian ice, and it was so good. I haven't had that in years, and it was just as good as I remember from when I was younger. And then moving on to Wednesday, I had a lazy day that day. I really did not do a lot. I painted my nails, and I really did not do anything else. That was like the highlight of my day, was painting my nails. Scribble Prints Co. did have their Misfit sale. I'm sure a lot of you shopped it. It was such a good deal. So I wanted to mark that in my planner because that was like, I usually don't mark new releases for shops in my planner, but like that was a really big deal, and I did not want to miss that. So I marked that SP was having a Misfit sale at 12 o'clock. I ended up getting 3 ultimate kits and 1 mini kit, so I'm excited to get those in the mail. And then I did lay out that day, so I used a Fox and Cactus mermaid, and then I played some Animal Crossing, and then I just had some planning time. I hadn't sat down to plan until Wednesday that day, so I just wanted to mark that I did actually take a pretty large chunk of time to really go through my planner and plan, and just I really just enjoyed myself, and it was just a little bit of a stress relief outlet. Moving on to Thursday, that was my mom's birthday, so whenever I mark a birthday, I like to mark it at the very top. So I put that all the way at the very top with a little Maru from Paper and Milk. And then we went to Sarasota that day. It's super close, so it was like a 20-minute drive. We went to a little shopping center called St. Armand's, and they have a bunch of restaurants and just different stores to shop at, like local small business stores. And then I put a full box down, and oh my goodness, this full box gave me so much trouble. I put it on, you'll see, so crooked, and I just went with it. And I ended up fixing it off camera because I didn't want to mess with it on camera because I was already stressed out after seeing it. So I do go ahead and fix that, don't worry. We had lunch at a local restaurant, so I wanted to mark that. And then we were just kind of bar hopping, so I marked that with a Happy Dia. I think it's from her champagne sampler or something like that. And I love that cup. I think it's so cute. And I did FaceTime my cousin that night, so I marked that with the munchkin. And then Friday, I slept in that day, and I marked that with a Happy Dia girl. And I did something that I usually don't do, because I usually do like full sticker coverage, but I really like the way that turned out with the flag. I think it kind of breaks it up really nicely. And I used the sleep in script, so I think it broke it up really well. And I really like it, and I will probably be doing that again. So then got up, I played Animal Crossing, of course, and I ran to the Dollar Tree for my mom. My parents have like a little bar cart that my mom will decorate for every holiday, so she wants to start decorating it for summer, so she asked me to go and just pick out some stuff that would look good on the bar cart. And then I did lay out that day as well with my mom, and it has been very, very hot in Florida. It's raining today, but it's been like 95, 100 for the past week, and it's so hot. So we don't sit out for long, but it's still fun, and I like to mark it. Then I watched an anime. I totally binge watched it. I watched so many episodes. It's called Hunter x Hunter, and it was just really good. I highly recommend it. And so starting with the weekend, I usually don't use the scene boxes where you use the two to make the scene, but I just really liked this one and I wanted to use it because I really don't ever use them. When I had a vertical, I used them way more often, but not in my hourly. I kind of miss them, so I think when I do have scenes that I really like, I will start using them again because I love the way this turned out. I think it looks so nice. And then I cut up one of the foil full box overlays. I just cut it up so I could do a corner in the top left and then a corner in the bottom right. I think it turned out really, really good. I think it frames it really well and it's not too much because I think sometimes like the heart foil can be a little much, but I think it turned out really good. So then I did lay out that day, first thing on Saturday, and I marked that with another Fox and Cactus girl. And I love this girl. I wish I had a full sheet of her. I wish she would make a full sheet of her. I think she is so cute. I use these so sparingly because I'm obsessed with them. And then I put down a Lavender Hollow TV icon because I watched more Hunter x Hunter that day. Not as much, but still a lot. And then we had sushi for dinner. That was my last night there. So we did have sushi for dinner and it was so good. My dad doesn't like sushi, but he is okay with getting it anyway because they have yakisoba that he really likes. And oh, it was just so good. My cousin's birthday was that day, so we did go over to her house to celebrate her birthday. She was 18, so it was a pretty big deal, and we just felt so bad because we are all kind of stuck still. So the cousins went over and we just had a really good time. So then Sunday I drove back to Fort Myers, so I am back in Fort Myers now, and I used the Nicole Hutch car icon. I love her little car icons. I think they're great. So I got back late afternoon, and then my boyfriend and we went to Red Robin for dinner. That was the first time he and I have gone out together since March, so it was very exciting. And then we had a little game night at his mom's house with his mom and his brother. And then we came home and we watched Avatar. So this is the full kit. I love the way it turned out. I think the hollow looks so good. And this hollow's a little bit more in your face than other hollows are. So I think it looks so nice. And I just love this kit. I love how it turned out. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!